Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
Your boyfriend Tyrone just went to prison for the 10th time. Your link card is late in the mail and your OnlyFans payout isn't due for another week. So you do what any strong, independent woman would do and hop on that dating site your friend told you about and look for a rich simp to hold you down. You immediately grab one of your crotch gremlins off the floor and press them in front of the camera for a photo, captioning it, "My kids come first." Then you write about how independent you are and how you need a man that's at least 6'7", ripped, drives a Hellcat and lives in a mansion big enough for all 6 of your kids. Confident that this should work, you aren't surprised when you get a match. He's shorter in person than you expected. But he says he's an aspiring rapper on SoundCloud and his Mustang is in the shop, so he has potential. So you let him come in the house and you both get high on the air mattress before he cracks you, only to knock you up and never call you back, leaving you wondering how your flawless plan could have failed. Well, you see, single mums fail to realize they hold as much value as a 2008 BMW, carrying nothing but a busted body and a jailbird's unwanted offspring. They become nothing but a fleshlight to even the lowest of vagrants, because wifing a single mum is like paying new car prices for a Dodge Journey with 300,000 miles on it. So next time a single mum tries to use you as a babysitter, swipe left.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says, she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Males are just like women. They think with their emotions and they follow the herd. When they follow the herd, they take on the mindset of the herd. This is how beta males are controlled. The same way women are controlled. Through emotions of making everyone feel the same. All right? Media does this. The music you listen to does this. Matter of fact, there are certain frequencies in the music that before they put it out, they make sure it's at this frequency just so you hear it and you feel a certain way. Why? Because most people are sheep. So, how does this affect the beta male syndrome? With red pill becoming very popular, it's going to become cool to call women out on their delusion. This is what you see happening in a lot of YouTube videos, and a lot of mainstream radio, is that women are actually being called out on their delusion. But instead of women actually accepting the truth, they're willing to entertain the truth for attention.
You don't have teamwork skills. You don't work well with others. Bitch, you don't know how to communicate. Ho, you don't know how to operate in a household where everything don't just go your way. That is why you do better by yourself. Y'all mamas didn't tell y'all this part. They told y'all the first part, well, you shouldn't be struggling with a man. She didn't tell you that if you don't acquire the skills to work well with others, bitch, you won't be able to do better with others.
Women starting a gender war against black men. We came to the conclusion yesterday that black men have won. What we're looking at is a bunch of howling nigger wolves. That we got them against the ropes. You know, they have lost, and it shows, because if you look at the results of what black women are today, they are losing. Brothers, we've won. They're broke. They're out of shape. They got kids all over the place. You know, they don't have their own hair. You know, they've morphed into men. Their voices have got deeper. They're aggressive. Some of these bitches even starting to grow beards. They're growing beards.
Single mothers oftentimes do everything but fuck their sons. And they have that emotional stability that is built within the home. A single mother is a fuckboy factory. Single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. You do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
This is tough.
So I think that that's the dichotomy. Like, I'm not saying that your children shouldn't have weight in your relationship, but what I am saying that we have to look at it from an integral space. Like, why do they feel this way? Especially if you're dealing with a man-child who is uncomfortable with your new partner, and this man-child is not necessarily a little boy anymore.
Single mothers don't know what's best for their kids. Especially black single mothers.
Elaborate.
Yeah. I'm going to go buy my kid $200 pair of shoes and a $300 Burberry shirt to show off like, yeah, I got my kid throughout anything. Do you really got him though?
Damn, they be treating a kid like an accessory just to stand next to them and look good next to them, not teaching them and instilling any real values in the child.
Is that important for her to look cute? This is crazy. Now, she at the bus stop. She at the bus stop. And this is what y'all men are chasing. She is at the bus stop. This is crazy, dog. Is that important for her to look cute? This is crazy.
Gonna get mad and storm out to Carly. He on the phone fussing at his girlfriend. Ain't got $1 in the bank. I said, girl, you ain't gotta let a broke nigga be on the phone telling you what to do. He done got at the car, slammed the door, talking about I can't tell my girlfriend what to do. Not when you broke, nigga. Girl, you ain't gotta listen to no broke nigga telling you what to do. Hey, go ahead and hang up on him. Black. It ain't even a flip phone. I don't care. Flip it. Black. Hey, I ain't gotta listen to nothing that you say. I'm the one that's buying you a new shirt. Child, he done got mad at me and talking about, why are you gotta say these things? This is why I don't want to talk on the phone around you, because why would you say it to my girlfriend? She does need to listen to me. She ain't gotta listen to no broke nigga. I don't care who, listen, my son or not. You ain't gotta listen to this nigga, ain't even got no money. Please, he asking you for stuff and then want to tell you what to do. I wish you would ask me for something and then you want to tell me what to do. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
That have supported the channel during the week. They'll change from week to week. Weekly, they'll change, guys. And this is where we going. This is our itinerary for today. You know what I mean? So I got a couple of reaction videos that we're going to be going over so that you guys can really get what I'm talking about when I tell you, in order to truly become oneself, you got to detach from your parents. You know what I mean? You have to detach from your parents. You know what I mean? Not all of our parents instill things in us that they were supposed to.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? And let's get on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Come on, love. Let's get it. Stop playing.
Supporting the kid. I guess the kid need to be repoed. Or you need to be evicted from seeing the kid. So for those of y'all that's just tuning in, I was live earlier and I added a few women. And my question was simple, just like the question I asked the guys yesterday. My question today was, outside of the normal shit that we all can agree is not okay, when is it appropriate in y'all mind for y'all to like tell the other parent they no longer have access to the child, right? So outside of physical abuse, you know, direct verbal abuse, you little stupid bitch, you dumb fucker, molestation, rape, exposure to drugs, being put in direct danger. Outside of this, we don't need y'all to come on here and tell us the obvious. But outside of the obvious shit, when does it, like, y'all brain tell y'all that, you know what, he is no longer allowed to ever see his kid again? Or you know what, she is no longer allowed to be around the kid? Or you know what, the grandmother could never be around the child? Like, I'm looking for logical shit, and no one has given me any. Like, no one has given me any real reason. Like, and all it screams is that it's a bunch of adults that cannot manage how they feel about the actions of others. Y'all already tried the inconsistency shit, and it's cap. It's cap.
See, Faye, let me know how you feel about what she said up until this point. But you the female energy now. Is she on point?
I say she is on point because she said about the you know, we're gonna say the P because I know you can't say that on YouTube, and the R and abuse and stuff like that. So she hit that, but the thing is this: what I can state from my experience, like, my parents are the type of people, like, I've been through child abuse, like, growing up. So therefore, I want to talk to my mama before I can get it out. But you have to realize how you get raised up. That's how you raise your kid. You can say, I'm not going to do that. I promise. You can't say what the hell you're going to do until you have the kid. I ask God daily to help me not be like my mama and help me not be like my dad and not do the same stuff they do. I pray and ask God for patience because that's all I knew. So that's all I knew. That's all I know about parenting. So I just ask God for help. But that's my situation. So in some situations, it's some the kids reach out to their parents. You know, they have the grandkids for the for their parents, but they reach out to their parents and they try to get an understanding. And a lot of parents don't want to hear that because they don't feel like they did shit wrong, which is okay. You don't have to feel like you did nothing wrong. I'm not ever looking for apology. What I do want is acknowledgement, for we can move forward and you won't do it again. Because if I could, this is how my parents is. You shut the hell up and it's, oh, I don't want to hear it. If I do that with my kid, it's the same cycle. It's not gonna break. It's a generational curse. So therefore, you gotta hit it head on, because if you continue to deal with people like that, like, basically it's not gonna go no damn where. So I say in some instances what she says makes sense, but I would just say, like, in some people, I said, like, probably like 1 out of 10, some people's situation is totally different why they don't let their parents see their kid or something like that, because it's toxicness, and toxicness has to be cut off, whether it's a grandkid or anything involved. But I say with the parent situation, you know my situation with that, so that's why I don't, let him around. Sorry if I went off in a rant.
Right. But that would be the exception of the rule.
Yeah.
And gave y'all a whole story on my other live about how, as a mom, I'm often inconsistent with a lot of shit. Y'all gonna come take my kids? Because, bitch, I can outparent 80-90% of you motherfuckers on here. So I'm trying to really get a real idea.
And it ain't gonna be an answer to what she's asking for. She's asking females right now, what's the, other than the obvious, what's the most logical reason for you to just be keeping your kid from seeing the other parent? And that's asked on both ends, like, because we get caught up in our feelings so much nowadays that it don't even be about the kid or it be about how we feel, you know what I mean? And that's sad. It's like the other partner can't love another person without you getting mad and trying to use the kids. Like, for instance, Kanye West, he's an example of a man doing it. He's an example of a man doing what females normally majority do. You know what I mean? And that's not good. That's not healthy. You know what I mean? Likewise, females always have the excuse, and she was just about to go in. Females always say, oh, he's not, what they say? Oh, he's not consistent. He's not consistent. Bullshit. Women is so inconsistent too on the back end of that, especially without help.
Oh yeah, I'm on a daily inconsistency. it's hard. But a lot of females use the kids as a crutch because the man don't want them, so they'll keep the man away to keep the kid away, not the man. Keep the kid away to hurt the man. I've seen a lot of people do that. Well, I got my sister does that, but a lot of people do that. So, you know, that's true. So she made a valid point. It's no excuse for that.
Salute to my guy, Orion Juice Jones, 2020. For the dub, yo.
Single mothers oftentimes do everything but fuck their sons. And they have that emotional stability that is built within the home. A single mother is a fuckboy factory. Single women become so emotionally dependent upon their children, specifically their sons, that they will convince themselves that they don't need a man until they encounter the space from being alone to genuinely being lonely. And now we're having to deal with the imbalance that was set in the household because this boy is not your son, he is your man. When you want to cuddle, you go lay down with them. When you want some emotional time, you go watch movies with them. You touch them and you rub them and you massage them. You do these things, everything that you would do to a man to suffice that. A lot of women even dress their sons like the man that broke their heart.
Salute, man. Much love. Always appreciate it, guys.
I already did that. The whole inconsistency, broken problem. Like, bitch, get real. Like, this is a Love Dorsey live that y'all own, right? Come on now. Come on. Go back and watch the other live. It's cap as fuck. It's not accurate to make somebody lose access to their child because they're not. Human beings are inconsistent. The world operates off of fucking change and inconsistencies. This is why every agreement you go into, lease agreements, fucking bank accounts, anything, there is a clause that talks about if this shit don't work out, here's what the fuck we're gonna do. I'm waiting on somebody with some sort of intelligence past their emotions and the generational curses they mammy instilled in them. When the fuck do y'all actually feel like it makes sense to like cut off access past the normal shit that we all can agree is not okay to have going on around kids? Because I ain't seen a bitch be able to do it yet. But yet.
Great question. And salute to my guy, King God, yo, for the $80 super chat. You already know, man. He says, how do mothers justify keeping male children? That's what we're going to get to the root of this. Yo, I got time today, my guy. I got time today,
this is a
my
message to my mothers. If you got daughters and you got sons and they're up in age and they're making money, my daughter is spending $300 on mirrors, $400 on chairs, $500-$600 on bundles and stuff. So I asked her, Naya, can you at least start helping something? I'm on a fixed income. I got congestive heart failure. So I'm like, Naya, can you at least help pay a bill or something? Because that's when I was 16 and got a job, my mama gave me the water bill. I was responsible for the water bill. I don't have them to pay nothing. Just $100 would do. $100 would do. But I did the most unthinkable because I got so upset because I made my baby daddy come get his kids. I took her phone, I paid that phone bill, I paid everything. And all I'm asking you to do is help me. Mothers, fathers, when your children get up in age, let them pay a bill. Because when they get older and they out on their own, these bills come first. They come first. I made her daddy come get her. And I told him I don't want them back at my house. But I can't live without my babies. I'm going to go pick up my baby. I think I'm going to give it a day. I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. Cause I can't let that man I can't give my children to that man. I have raised them their entire life. I'ma give it a day and then I'ma try and go get her, I think. Lord have.
Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'ma say. Competition's getting thick.
Guy, we finna get to the root of this, my guy. We gonna get to the root because there is no justification. Let me not give y'all no spoilers, but we gonna figure it out today. We gonna narrow it. Guys, today I got 5 parenting styles. 5 parenting styles that they do. Hell of a single moms that they use. And I'm gonna break down to the molecule how each 5 of those styles fucked us up.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? How each 5 of those styles fucked us up. Because all of us been through, if we don't know our dad, if we wasn't raised with our dad, then we've been through one of those 5 parenting styles. We gonna talk about it today. We gonna cook today.
You hoes every day is talking about how this nigga can't see his kids because of this, or they shouldn't be around their kids because y'all talk about letdowns and the kids crying and all this shit. One woman, I think she thought she just had it figured out. She typed this paragraph about men manipulating the children and having the children lie, like to be able to get his way for personal gain. Right? Sounded great.
Yo, good morning, squad. Good morning. Miss King. I was waiting. I needed to know that because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what going on in y'all household. But I do teach my people that 80% of all races is helliver, and that 80% of mothers in all races do not deserve to be mothers. Only 20% of women in all races were born to be mothers. And you just proved my point. She goes, yes, and I stand corrected. Yes, the white kids are paying bills too, all right, fellas? So don't feel bad. This is what I be telling you, right? So these women went out here and had sex and had unprotected izzle so that they could bring a kid into the world and the kid had to pay them. So now my next question would be, why did you take yourself off birth control, Ms. King? Because obviously your parents put you on birth control. They knew you was busting it wide open. Why did you decide to take yourself off of, you know what I mean, birth control? Oh, they're your stepkids? So you got your stepkids paying you money. You got your stepkids paying you money. So you wouldn't have your, what's the logic behind that? You wouldn't have your biological kids pay you money, but you'll have somebody else's kids pay you to stay in your house. Ma'am, you're killing yourself, ma'am. I don't care when you had children. How were you paying your bills? How were you taking care of yourself, ma'am, before you decided to have these children? Because that be the biggest problem. Because y'all go from your mama couch scratching coochie like this. Y'all go from your mama couch scratching coochie just like this, all y'all. Y'all go from your mama couch scratching coochie like that to playing dumb with the cum like this.
You got condom?
No, I ain't got no condom.
You know what you doing?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
You gonna pull out?
Yes.
I just came back from the clinic and I found out I was pregnant.
No, sorry.
Hello? Hello? He hung up on her.
Ma'am, you're saying all the wrong things, ma'am, because you left home at 14 and went into survival mode at 14. Do not give you the right to then F and suck, have kids, and then charge those kids for your lifestyle, ma'am. That do not give you the right. Go on with yourself, ma'am. If that's how y'all getting down, then sisters, why y'all not trying to get better before they get better? Sisters, why when I get on here and I talk about how y'all can get better, y'all start telling me what the white women are doing too? Why y'all don't want to get better? Y'all can pass these dummies. If this what they doing, y'all can pass these dummies, bro. Sis, wake up, sis. Hello? tell y'all a secret. They're not that intelligent. They definitely not that intelligent. They just listen. They know how to listen. They know how to shut up. That's how they get a little bit ahead of y'all. But they not bright. They're not brighter than y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all just make yourself look stupid, my sisters. These women are
What the fuck you hoes
stupid.
think y'all be doing when y'all get them kids melatonin and try to get them to go to bed early?
It's
What the fuck y'all
manipulation.
think y'all be doing when y'all
Right.
tell the kids, get on the phone with your grandma, tell her y'all want to come over there because you trying to go somewhere. This ain't got shit to do with work and
Manipulation.
shit. Oh,
Right.
you're manipulating the children to lie about wanting to go with their grandma so you can have your way. This shit going on both ends, but ain't nobody taking the kids from y'all because a bitch ain't keeping tabs on what the fuck y'all doing.
They don't.
And that's a fact. That's the key right there. We live in a gynocracy. And off the rip, why do they give our seedlings to the moms, disguise it as custody, when it's really property? You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what that means. The kid, it's property owners. That's why they cling so much to that mother title, because that mother title is really disguised as property owner.
Oh, yeah.
That shit is a property owner. And
I'm gonna build it to 2099. 2099. Yeah, I'm passing my Section 8 vouchers to my grandbaby. So we're not gonna hate on her too? I'm just sick of y'all. Yeah, $0. When I retired from work for years, I paid $0. And guess what? Section 8 even helped me pay my goddamn light bill. So who getting off of Section 8, huh? Who don't want Section 8, huh? Only the haters. Cause y'all hoes are hard working and underpaid. Sit there slaving yourself like a dog to take care of other mans. And they got a nerve to be worried about Section 8. Girl, Section 8 is on our side. Huh? What's wrong with y'all? Sick of y'all. Y'all pathetic.
like back in the days when we were slaves, you couldn't tell any property owner what the fuck to do with their property. Point blank and period. You know what I mean? So that's why 71% to 80% of women, they get so offended when you say the truth about mothers, because they all share that gynocracy privilege. Because with the title of a mother, you could be a bad mother, you could be a abusive mother, you could be a sucky mother, but because you have that mother title, you are automatically praised and halo
Oh,
effect.
yeah. Mothers can make mistakes, men, the fathers can't though.
Right. When it is crazy to me how everything that our basic instructions tell us to do, this world tell us that we can do the opposite and we got a choice. This world give us a choice to do the opposite. It don't tell us it never tell us anything that we can read in that basic instructions. It never match.
Right.
It's so weird. Like if the instructions tell us, listen, in order to live, you go left. The fucking world is promoting everybody to go right.
Yes.
Like, and the sheep, they're so busy playing victim because they're penny pinch a little something for anybody who could play the best victim.
You're right.
You know what I mean? But they're not penny pinching them more than that. They're spending more than they're getting from the penny pinch.
You're right.
You want the females to stay the females. I'm not caring about teaching the females. I'm caring about teaching the men to stay away from these females. In order to identify, I got to teach you what they do. So if you sitting here thinking that I'm trying to be Jesus to these women, you a fool. But I know why you want the woman to stay the same, though. I know why. You know what I mean? They giving that thing out, right? They giving that thing out to the weakest men. You ain't got to do no work. You ain't got to pour in on yourself, right? You like the way it is right now, sir. You like the way it is right now, sir? You looking for one of these, right?
Is that important for her to look cute? This is crazy. Now, she at the bus stop.
And this is what y'all men are chasing. She is at the bus stop. This is crazy, dog. Is that important for her to look cute? This is crazy.
Yo, you got all of that skills and you got all of this stuff about how to get a job. Where your profile picture at? They put these things here for your picture to go here. Your picture's supposed to go here. You know what I mean? How you look supposed to go here. You supposed to lead with how you look. You see how I got my avatar? You see I got my picture in my avatar? You know a lot of stuff, yo. You know a lot of stuff. How do you not know how you know if I'm not at work right now already? How you know that? How do you know that? You know what I mean? Like, so, but I don't need to hustle and work 3 jobs. That's stupid. Hard work get you paid for the day, man. Is that why you poor? Because you got 3 jobs? Because you working for 3 companies? You working to get 3 white people named rich? Because you know ain't no black businesses. You ain't 9 times out of 10. You ain't, these are just the facts. These are just the facts. 9 times out of 10, you ain't working them 3 jobs. And none of them 3 jobs are owned by a black person, man. Because all the black people work hard. All the black people think that hard work is special. So what you were saying? What you were saying, ma'am? You go get you a job, ma'am. You go get you a job. All right? Learn how not to live from week to week and stop pushing your sucky reality of a lifestyle on people. You don't know me. And this is not a personal attack on you. So don't you start personally attacking me, ma'am. You don't know me. I don't know you, man. We watching content, truthful content today. How many fathers have you alienated? How many fathers have you alienated? Because you all triggered. You all swelling up. Why you all swole up this morning, man? It's 8 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, and you all swole up. Everybody else having a good old time. I'm tripping. Now they say they want to flip it. Now they want to flip it. Now they get out of there, boy. Go. You're done, son. Mid comment. That's how you catch a bald head roach. You wait till they get mid sentence and just get them. Just walk right on off. Like, soon as they mention cat, right before they mention my Cash App, just walk right on off. Walk right on off on them. That was a female. That's a female. I'm telling you, that was a female. Real fathers can't be silenced. You already know that. Salute, son. Keep them wanting the penny pinch instead of doing their own thing.
You're right.
Unbelievable, yo. Unbelievable. I was trying to get the statistics in. I'll do that for another video because Mr. Palmer have the statistics that show the dads are the best interest of the child, because I forgot how many children were killed by mothers last year and
even this year. Right. I don't know if you can say this even on YouTube. Like one mother.
You can say okay. We well past the.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is not a racist channel. This is not about race. And Ebony Fitzgerald, you know why you seen that? You know why you seen that? I'm gonna tell you why you see that. It's obvious, man. It's obvious. You know that white people is the majority of America, right? You know, black people only 14% of the population in America, right? So the fact that we only 14%, we should be thriving, right? We should be so dope because 14%, if 14% can't get right, then sheesh. You know what I mean? What's 14% of 100? That leaves, that's why you see so many white people. Like you see, you know what I mean? So that's not a flex. That's not a flex when sisters is out here failing. Oh, 13, shit, we dropping? Damn. I stand corrected. We are 13%. Guy, I tried to give us an extra. My mama black. I tried to give us an extra one. No. Come on now, let's stop playing, bro. And let's stop looking for ways to deflect and fix ourselves. This channel is about personal accountability. So if I say something that trigger you, that's what you need to fix personally. Don't go throwing that shit back at me. Don't go throwing that shit at anybody else. That's what you need to fix. That's for black, white, yellow, or purple. All right? Adjust the template. Adjust the template. Shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. Amen.
And you weak men that chase women, you're going to chase them right to hell. Yeah, I got a good wife. But there ain't a woman on the planet good enough for me to chase. I don't believe in running behind no woman. I don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm gonna have to keep chasing her to keep her. Moment you start chasing that woman, you're gonna have to keep it up. And once she see you chasing her, she gonna deliberately do things that make you run her down. I chase God. I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black. And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color. I have no respect for no man that chase a woman.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Yeah, we're in 20 minutes now. So once you pass the 2-minute mark, you kind of clear. So that's why I run the intro that long, guys. Okay. So we could, yeah.
This lady, this black lady, she had a her son I think was 7, daughter was 3. She strangled the daughter to death. She stabbed the son in the chest. The neighbor said that I heard the little girl said, "Mommy, no, stop." Your ass didn't think to call the police.
Wow.
So they was in the apartment, body stinking dead. So fast forward, the neighbors was like, "Oh, we seen her throw the kid's bed away." You what the fuck? Then I don't know if you seen a lady that put her kids in the basement for she can go to I think it was Miami to go on a date with her boyfriend. She went into a whole nother state and told the kids to stay in the basement. They never ever mentioned the dad as an option. They said she could have went with the neighbor, she could have went with the grandma. What about the damn dad?
Wow.
He was never an option because he was not important. Anything but his ass.
Right. Right. Because they so busy removing the dad. Because remember, our instructions tell us that the dad is everything when it comes to discipline and correction. The dad is the discipline and the correction.
You're right.
Mom is the nurturer, meaning she's her protection is all of a lie. Moms are designed to lie to you. Part of their makeup, part of their DNA, they're hardwired to protect you with a lie. They don't, you know what I mean? If you're going, you know what I mean, they have to. That's what they do. They don't, you know what I mean? They that's what they do. That's what
the dad job
is
to give it to him raw. Like, I ain't come from a good background, but my dad was that enforcer. Like, I would go, we'll ask my mama, and my mom be like, "Go ask your dad." And I was like, "Oh shit, he gonna tell us no, we gonna get a whooping." But he was the one that we was scared of. Like, we feared him. Like, we knew if he said something, if he said, "Y'all go to bed," in a deep voice, we ran in that room. Like, we was crying, "Mommy, he gonna hurt us." We was scared. But he was that enforcer. That's why I said, like, every kid does need a dad. Like, you know, because my child is gonna grow up, like, just her as an example. I'm so damn soft and she's a baby. Like, that's why I say that the father's the enforcer, like, and she's a baby and I'm so fucking soft with her. And she's 2. She's about to be 2. So she run over my ass. My mama, when I was dealing with her, she was like, "She run over you." She do. Like, if she don't want to go to bed, I'm gonna let her stay up. And she's fucking 2. Think about a 2-year-old. Well, she's about to be 2. So that says a lot.
That's crazy. That's crazy right there. But word, let's see what love is. It's because love about to get it in.
Please, like, this is Love Dorsey. Like, this is my page. Don't come on here with this. I'm gonna add some of y'all. Don't come on here unless you got some intelligent shit to say past your feelings, because I'll pull your bitch's car every time. Like, I'd have had enough. I've had enough. I let y'all hoes go for a little while on my page. I've had a fucking enough. And see, you can't do that shit y'all do with them niggas on my page, because I'm a mama, I'm a female, I'm urban, I know what the fuck be going on. Y'all do, hey, tell your grandma, y'all, well, Mom, we don't want to go, shut the fuck up and tell her what I said.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's what they hate about me, right? When I'm on social media, they hate that because I get a bunch of 71% Lilith bitches that I get a bunch of them jump on my page, right, and at me just because I'm cute and urban and hood and, you know what I mean? Not knowing that I'm all of what you don't want on your timeline, sis.
They don't want that truth.
They don't want that truth. They ain't ready for that.
Tell her I said y'all want to come over to Grandma. My mama said, she gonna say, Grandma, can we come over there with you? Because you trying to go out and get up under another nigga. Or you trying to, like, come on now, bitch, this a real bitch page. At least if y'all gonna type shit on my page, come on here and understand she's not one of these dumbass low budget niggas that we've been dating and had kids with that we can pour this stupid shit on, it's love. Like, come on here and say some shit that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Say some shit that ain't going on both ends to where it makes sense that you don't allow this nigga, or you don't allow this nigga to get his kid ever again. And we're talking past the rest. Y'all can't come up with nothing. It's just your feelings. You're just mad.
Yeah.
Oh, the girl over there, she don't like me. So because she don't like me and he dating her, you don't get to ever see your kids ever in life again because you with her.
Yeah.
Y'all minds is messed up. You're not a bad person, but the way that you think, it's fucked up. Absolutely. There is no valid reasons. That's the answer to the real. You know, I'm gonna entertain y'all on here, but that's the real answer to my question. Has someone putting the child in danger? There is no reason.
Yes, it's emotional.
Kids is not lease agreements, bitch. Like, stop lying and making up shit. Y'all motherfuckers be inconsistent. One lady was like,
and that's where that property comes in at. That's where I say, and I'm not wrong. They might get mad and irked. They treat them kids like property. They don't treat them kids like them. They could do whatever the fuck they want. And somebody could walk by, just like when the slave owners was slapping on the slaves and whipping the slaves, and people walked on by and saw that shit. What the fuck they gonna do? Nothing. You as a mother, as a single mother, could slap the shit out your kid outside like they do sometimes. I see that.
I done seen it a lot of times. Listen,
I was at the school trying to pick my little man up. I seen the fucking hell of a mother. She yelling at the girl. The teacher telling the girl to come. The mom's yelling at the girl. That ain't your motherfucking mother. I'm your motherfucking mother. Come on now. And the teacher like, and now the daughter in the middle looking like, what the fuck? And that's the shit that I be talking about. And that right there is why they suffering, because they don't see how that is. You're trying to make your child worship you as God.
You're right.
And we're gonna come back to that. Because we got a video of that where we break down that bullshit right there.
Because I'm everything y'all hoes saying, I'm explaining situations where I've done the same shit. So you're gonna come take my kids? Like, you want to line up me as a mama, you as a mama, and you feel like the stuff you pointing out with me, you should take my children? Like, because y'all hoes is nuts. You're nuts. It's your way of thinking. Like,
right, just because I can't make a payment or two, or fuck out of here. Even if I don't got it. Fuck if I'm consistent. If I don't got it and I want to see my child, I should be able to see my child, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dead ass, like, honestly, and this is the sad part about it, because we are held accountable for that sexual mistake, if that's what you want to call it. Men is automatically held. Right. Men is automatically held accountable for that sexual mistake. Women is not held accountable for that sexual mistake. Not only are they not held accountable, they're assisted through the process. And it's not like the way they're doing it is working for them.
You're right.
It's not working for them. These kids are still fucked up.
You're
now
right.
You fuck two people up because you want to be selfish.
Yeah, and then these kids grow up to suffer too as well. Not just emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially.
The whole family, like the whole family tree suffers because the woman, the recipient of the child support or the recipient of the dumb shit does not win in the end, ever.
Right.
Because now when government Satan Zaddy come to count the cotton on that single plantation, if it's higher than what he expect, then all that assistance and help, he cutting you off. So is it really help? And so many of our sisters seen this movie, but they're so programmed to be lazy and want something for nothing. But this is learned behavior.
You're right.
It's learned behavior.
Y'all need to get in some Zooms, book some one-on-ones. You might need to get personal for me to explain why this does not make sense. A lot of it has to do with y'all feelings, but a lot of it has to do with the way you was raised.
Yeah.
Oh, he be making the kids cry. Bitch, I make my kids cry every other day. By being upset by some shit they can't get. Understand the way.
It's a fact. And guys, I forgot to say this, yo. I was so happy to get in here. Of course, you guys know, you guys that watch me know, we have two types of women in the world. We are not talking about all women. We are talking about 71% of women. You know what I mean? We are talking about 71% of women. We don't talk about all women on this channel. We have 29% women and we have 71% women. The 71% women are Liliths because they subscribe with feminism. Feminism is where they want to play like they're equal to man. They want the same thing. They want man to be, they want to be equal with man, but they don't really want to be equal. They want to be leveled up. Then they want us to provide them with more books to stand on so that they can see further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys, that's what feminism wants. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's all of a guilt. That's get over shit. That's get over. And they learn that shit from their mother.
Oh yeah.
They learn that shit from their mother. And they can't say nothing other than your mother black. And I don't care. My mother black and my father black too. They don't never say your father black though.
The dad never get brought up. Just the mom.
Yeah, like mom is some type of superhero. Mom is not no superhero though. Like, not for nothing, yo. I done told these people so many times, send me some good mom stories, right? Everybody always quick to say all moms ain't like this, right?
Oh yeah.
And then I would say, send me some good mama stories. Send me some good, and I get nothing. I had one good mama story, yo. One good mama story for every 60 stupid, dumb bitch story, yo. And then they still want me to talk about good mothers. Like, I know good mothers. Like, I know good mothers. I know this all right here is internet shit, but it translates to the real life. But when I'm one of those that can log off and go in real life, it's no good mothers. But they're far and few. They're far and few when we have kids, right? This is the fucking thing about mothers, right? They always want to lie, yo. That's why I say they lie and eat crab legs. That's all they know how to fucking do.
Don't forget crawfish.
And crawfish. Lie, eat crab legs and crawfish. That's all the fuck they know how to do, right? And then they want you to cover their lie for them. They want you to cover the lie for them, or they're gonna get mad. What kind of entitled shit is that? And then we wonder why the little kids run around here entitled to other people's shit, to other people's hard work, to the results of other people's hard work.
Feel like you owe them something.
Right.
Because how you got raised up.
It's exactly the entitled as mother. So we supposed to respect somebody by default. You just because they have the mother title. So we supposed to respect you by default because you have the mother title. You ain't installed nothing in our brain that a mother was supposed to install in our brain, because God told you to do that. Because when he said, honor thy father and our mother, for your days will be, and we're gonna get to that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull that up. And they ain't do that. So then they wonder why they get what they get from these kids. They wonder why they getting what they get from these kids.
Can I throw out one scripture real fast?
Definitely.
Okay, you just said the honor their mother and father of their days shall be shown on this earth, right? My parents will always throw that out. And a disobedient child shall not live the balance of their days on this earth, right? My mom will always use that. I got in that Bible and learned it. The Bible says thou shalt not provoke their children to wrath either. You don't hear them preach about that in the churches, do you? That means your parents do not supposed to provoke you to go in your room, say you in your room, and you chilling. And I come be like, bitch, get the fuck up, slap the fuck out of you, something like that. I'm provoking you to wrath. So whatever the fuck you get at me, I wanted it. So I always thought the Bible was just for the parents. Hell no, it's for both. Yeah. Y'all should not provoke their children to wrath. You don't supposed to provoke my ass.
And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna break that one down to the molecule because that's Ephesians 6:4 right there. Yeah. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instructions of the Lord. You see how the instructions was written for the father to do the teaching, for the mother to do
never the mother.
Thing. So the instructions was written for it to be teamwork going on.
Yeah.
I don't know who told these dumb bitches to distance themselves from the father and they could do it on their own when the instructions on how to do it right is talking all of teamwork with less of them. The instructions really, you don't hear I see mother, I see him mention the word mother about twice. I know
it's really the father, because the father is the head of the household, and the mother aligns under him. If it's not gonna go like that, it doesn't matter if you got two parents in the household. The household is gonna fail because the dad is following after the mom, and that's how mine kind of was. So therefore, you know, we do what the fuck we want to.
That's a fact. So, just like Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Right. They can't be mad they getting what they get. I will run from their ass too. Fuck out of here. I'm getting out of here. What you taught me? You taught me how to be meisty. You taught me how to be shiesty. I'm just doing to you what you taught me.
You right.
And then they mad. And we supposed to dig in their cat litter. Because I always say women are cats and men are dogs. You know what I mean? One thing about men, they gonna do their dumb shit out in the open and they gonna go back on in the house. But the cat gotta sashay their ass around the cat box. You know what I mean? You ever try to tell a cat to come here? That shit ain't gonna come to you. But they gotta sashay their ass around the cat litter. Then they gotta do it. Then they gotta cover the shit. And they so used to, and they done program them boys now, them son husbands. They program them boys to dig right on in that cat litter and cover it for them now. You know what I mean? I was once one of them. So this is why I say, this is why miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with the bullshit. Because if I could tell you that, and this is one thing I tell all my guys, you will never, ever be able to lead a woman until you have this conversation with your mother, yo.
You right.
You know what I mean? Until you are at peace with the fact that your mother bullshitted you. And this is not hate your mother shit. This is understand your mother. This is more of a understand your mother. Your mother is not your God. She is not God. You know what I mean? She is an individual. That's it. Now it's your job to equip yourself with the knowledge you need to go on in life and add what the shit she told you. You know what I mean? That's that.
Right.
Real talk, guys. And he knew this. God knew that it'd be some fucked up parents out there, yo. I talk to way too many kids that mother ain't shit, yo. Dead ass. Mother ain't shit. And you know what's sad about it? Maybe you can help me with this. Why do the good mothers, right? They know some bad mothers. They know some ain't shit mothers. But they will protect that fucking sister code to the end. I don't.
I can give you a story about my sister, right? We don't know her, so we ain't gonna even say name. So, okay, I'm 25, right? My sister's 28. My sister, her kids are 9 right now, right? Okay, so same situation as lady saying. My sister, baby dad, she has a baby daddy, right? He moved on. And she was pissed. So she was mad. She's like, we agreed to have these babies together. I'm like, girl, the fuck? Like, you got people helping you. Why are you mad? So fast forward, they wind up going to court and he didn't want shit to do with her. So he brought another female with him to court. My sister was pissed. She came back. When my mom told me, I was laughing so fucking hard. It was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. Because he brought another bitch to court.
Yo, he knew how to trigger her.
But the thing is this, he should have played his fucking cards right. Because they both ain't got no money for no lawyers. If he would have played his cards right, which is sad, but I'm just being real. If he would have played his cards right, nobody could have told my sister to put that nigga on child support. Nobody. Not my parents, nobody. My parents already said to put him on child support before they went to court. So that was already instilled in her head. When she seen the female, it was over with. She was like, you got to pay back pay, this, that, third. And she came back crying. She was like, he said my baby was light-skinned and that wasn't his kid. My dad said, what you was going to do, fight her in court? You ain't never had a fight in your life. Like, she was so fucking pissed. But the thing is that she did it to be spiteful. So fast forward to the parenting skills, right? My sister didn't change them kids. She didn't feed them. The diapers was disintegrating off their ass. I picked up my niece one morning because I told you I was on medicine heavily medicated, which I didn't supposed to be on it. I'm holding my niece and I got these gray sweats on. It's shit on my fucking leg. I'm like, it's okay. I'm going to help change them. The room had over 500 roaches in there. My sister been nasty like that since we was kids. So like, you know, if you're nasty as a kid growing up, you're not gonna change it. That's something that's a built-in pattern. I have OCDC, so stuff has to be cleaned a certain way, folded a certain way. Like my child, after she eat a snack, I'm going in there vacuuming, sweeping. Like I don't want to see nothing. Like I don't want to see no damn roaches or no bugs. But I told my mom, because like I was homeless when I was pregnant, and I told my mom, I said, you try to talk about me as a parent. Jasmine didn't do shit for them kids. I said her name. We don't know who it is. A lot of Jasmines. But I was like, she can't whoop me. But I'm like, I'm like, bruh. I said Jasmine didn't do shit for them kids. Jasmine did what she couldn't. You, this is what I go by. You condone what the fuck you are. My mom was. It don't fall too far from the tree. By the grace of God, I'm happy that I have OCDC, because I'll probably be nasty too from what the fuck I seen. Them babies didn't take baths. She didn't feed them when she got mad. One was dark. One was light. My baby, I told you she mixed, but one was actually light. They'll beat the dark one. They'll beat the fuck out of her. My mom's like, oh, you look like a slave. What the fuck? My mom is dark.
That part. And it's crazy because definitely want to invite you back when I go in depth of the girl on mom's joint, that dynamic in the household, because that shit got brought to my attention like 2 months ago. I ain't even gonna front, yo. I be going hard for the little boys, like, because I understand the boys are the future, yo. The kings, the young alphas, the little kids are our fucking future. We need our boys strong, because one thing I can agree with, like, and me and Miss Goodbread, when we iron sharpening iron and shit, when we going over material and shit, one thing she always beat me with is the fact that it's mad simps. Like, I cannot attest to that. I can't, as bad as I want to stand up for men and I fight for men, and I am my brother's keeper, I'm Abraham's son of God, it's motherfucking simps that's fucking this shit up. And matter how I try to play the chess piece with her, it's always the simp. She beat me with the simp card.
It's the truth. That's why I say a lot of dudes be preaching on YouTube talking about some y'all simps and this, that, and third. Y'all be the main niggas that be chasing after these bitches. Like, it's just a fucking shame. The same ones that be saying this shit be the main ones chasing after these bitches. Oh, you look good, you a queen. Everything with a pussy these days is a queen, right? Yep. You ain't gotta have no morals and values. You're a queen. I just don't get it by far. Like, but it be mainly the dudes. And then when you say something as a female, like you hating on what? Like the fuck, fuck my hating on. Like, you can't stand up for something that you know is wrong because you're hating. You're a female, and these are niggas telling you that you're hating.
It's a fact. That's why I don't get into the argument of who's the prize and who's the. I know damn well the man is the prize, but nowadays, in 2022, the way these 80% of niggas be simping on the coochie.
Oh, yes.
The coochie is the prize to these niggas.
You're right.
And it all go back to this live, because those are the niggas who moms alienate the father and love up on them and teach them how to be simps. Those are the dudes who moms, you know what I mean, don't let them get around no masculinity because they're protecting them. You know what I mean? That's their favorite word. I'm protecting them. I don't know.
That sound like my ex-mama.
Yeah, who the fuck they need to protect them from their ass. But for some reason they protecting them. You know what I mean? Whole time, if they really wanted to protect them, they would not use them as a burden to stop trying to get the fuck out of the projects where his bullets flying over his head when he go outside. You know, because they raised young Jesus in the house, but then they lazy ass want to stay in them public housing assistance programs, government Satan Zaddy. That's their tag team partner on the low. You know what I mean? So once they let their young Jesus outside, Jesus go outside and the bullets start flying over his head, and now he got him running in his sandals and shit. He gonna end up adapting to his environment any other way you put it.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
I know a lot of young men like that, like that I had to study it because, you know, my background, I wanted to see what men went through, why some dudes grow up like they feel like, are you supposed to do this for me and this, that, the third? That's because they come from a damn mom, and their mom catered. Like, one of my exes, his mom was like, she would make them have to depend on her. So she would put them in a position where they would have to kiss her ass to depend on her. And some people like, he could just go get a job. If you've been depending on something, I could have been the same way. That's why I have empathy, because how my mama did my ass. I could be depending on my mama. Like, they're like, oh, y'all need us. We're not going to be here forever. Remember, I told you they was using me for a damn SSI check. I could have been the same way. That's why I have a lot of empathy for men. But he's like that. And he wound up catching a murder charge. And his mama said, fuck him in the horse he rode in on. And talked about his dad. If his dad was paying $800 every 2 damn weeks, you can't tell me he not shit.
This is crazy, yo. This is crazy.
Way life works, like, y'all, it's lost. Well, when my kids go with him, they come back crying. If them kids not being put in danger or harm, like, you need to help them mold their personality into a more well-rounded, be more practical. Y'all want an example? I'll give y'all an example personal to me. My daughter, she's a teenager. She's learning how to drive, right? She can articulate and communicate if somebody doing some shit to her, right? She goes and, I'm not finna teach her how to drive. Maybe y'all gonna take her because of this, because, y'all hoes will take a bitch kids or cut off access for the stupidest shit. I refuse to teach my daughter how to drive. I have a bunch of bad driving habits. So because I know I do all kind of shit while I'm driving, text and drive, live and drive, fucking drive, leg up and drive, bitch dance and drive, I'm not going to teach her. I refuse to. She's a teen. She asked me to, told her, nope, I'm not going to teach her how to drive. She has my debit card information, gave her the information to the driving school. Whenever you want to go to driving school, you can call, find out about the classes. I'll pay for whatever. You know what I mean? This is my, making up for what I'm not the fuck gonna do directly, right? So she don't want to do that. She wants one of us to teach her how to drive, right? So the next thing is she go to her dad, right? So he attempts to teach her how to drive, right? Now her dad is a working man, right? We around the same age. I think we exact same age, but he's a working man. He did some years in prison, but he works a regular job, not no street nigga, ain't selling no dope, don't got no bunch of money like that. He's a regular working man, right? To be respected. So, he gonna teach her how to drive, but his patience is different, right? This is a regular working dude. Ain't on all that bullshit, grown-ass man. Like, he tell you do something, you need to do it, right? You ain't gonna do it, he gonna check out, right? So he comes and gets her, and I think this was a Saturday, they going to learn how to drive, right? She has choices. She got options, right? As my daughter. They go to drive, and they ain't gone literally but 8 minutes. Like, literally, they must have.
That's what another thing that I never really understood about females. Why cut your child off, or males, why cut your child off from having the whole 4-parent dynamic? You know what I mean? Last time I checked, 4 parents is better than 1.
You're right.
Like, that's the dumb shit. I don't understand that. I never understood why. Why? Like, I don't understand. Nigga, it's pride, yo, and that's all elusive.
Yes.
And
it's pride. You hit the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
You hit the nail on the head. It's pride. A lot of people feel like they can do it by themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what sets everybody up for failure.
Yep.
Minutes later, I hear his truck pulling back up. She got the fuck out. She coming in the house. She's crying. Like, crying. Brutally crying. Like, you would have thought he whooped her ass, right? So apparently they done went out driving, and they go down the street to a parking lot, and he's telling her, like, this is what she's telling me. This is her side of the story, right? Y'all know how he got my kid crying. He had my kid crying, right? She came back to the house crying, upset, she was disappointed, hurt, bothered by what went on, right? So from her perspective, she worked up, tears coming down, a little bit of snot. She explained to me. I'm like, girl, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? I thought y'all was going to drive y'all back. Her siblings, my other 2 daughters, looking at her, they trying to figure out what's wrong. They start laughing when they realize, why she's upset. But he took her driving. Hold on, let me make sure Facebook's straight.
Nah, only if you communicate. If y'all still communicate, I don't see what's the problem with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your girl should not, if you have a new girlfriend and you want your child, you know what I mean? You should not be, you should not be alienated from your child just because your daughter, your baby mother don't want your child. Hypothetically speaking, she's gonna have another parent. She's gonna your girl becomes her parent. Yes. And that's why baby mothers keep the kid from seeing their fathers.
It's control.
Right. It's all controlling the narrative. That's what it be. You know what I mean?
They went down the street to the parking lot to go drive. Only been going about 8 minutes, right? So they go down the street to the parking lot, and from what she's telling me, she driving. He telling, wait, stop. He yelling at her to stop, right? I don't know if she about to hit the curb or not, but she's saying, Mom, I wasn't going to hit the curb, but he thought I was going to hit the curb, right? She's saying her daddy said, I'm not there. going off what my baby telling me, right? So she said he thinks that she's about to hit the curb. She wasn't going to hit the curb, but he got so upset that she wasn't stopping when he told her to stop. Like, she's not hitting the brakes when he's telling her to hit the brakes, that he got out and he stood next to the curb. Because my daughter, she, you know, very vocal like me. She letting him know, like, I wasn't going to hit the curb. Like, I know what I'm doing. I got this, right? So he gets out and he makes himself the curb. Basically, like, bitch, if you want finna hit the curb, I'm finna go be the curb, and I want to see you pull up like you was finna pull up. And of course, if you was finna hit the curb, you're gonna hit me, right? This is, from his view, the best way for him to handle this, right? She upset. It bothered her when he stood out and he pretended to be the curb. Like, come on, pull up, then, if you ain't finna hit the curb. She's like, nope, just take me back home. I don't want to learn how to drive. Like, I don't want to drive with you. Just upset, right? She hurt, she bothered, whatever. Now, for a lot of y'all, he can't see the kid no more. Oh, no, he can't be around my baby. He let her down. She's disappointed. He told her he was going to teach her.
Right. And that's what you talking about, A. Smith. Wash your hands and be done with it. Fuck out of it. She want to do battle by herself. Let her do battle by herself. You see how let her look out the window and see her friends. Her friends doing bad. Her friends ain't winning. Her friends ain't winning, bro. So if she want to do battle by herself, God said, our Father said, let her do bad by herself, bro.
Yeah.
Your hands is washed. You know what I mean? You pray for your little ones and you keep it moving. You work on yourself. And that's that.
I wouldn't put my life on hold behind it. You know, you still love your babies, but I wouldn't put my life on hold behind it. Did she want you to be miserable?
Right. And you embrace their little other title, the deadbeat word. You embrace that shit. Embrace that shit. You embrace, nigga, give me my badge of honor. I'll gladly take my deadbeat award. Fuck what? Shit, man, I got two of them on one case. I got two of them shits. I pull them shits out every now and then and wear them shits with pride. Because all that shit mean is you cannot be remote controlled by society. Yeah. That's what they label you when you're not a gynocrat. When you no longer want to play by their rules and you no longer want to be a gynocrat, that's what they label you. So that is a badge of honor, yo. I wish everybody get a chance to be a deadbeat if they haven't been yet. Because 9 times out of 10, if you wasn't a deadbeat, then pulled back into your child life, then she don't really respect your ass any other way. You know what I mean? So I hope you're not sitting there living with your baby mother and she posts all these crazy things on Facebook and because you just a sitting duck, bro.
Waiting to be in the jail cell.
These women do not have kids thinking about you, bro. They have kids so that they can get love back from the love that they ain't getting from their mama. There we go again. They mama.
You right.
You see, but look, but we want to hide this mama title. We want to protect this mama title. Everything gonna link back to the mama. They get it from their mama.
You right.
Sad, yo. Sad shit.
How to drive, and now he not. Oh my God, we can't never get her. I don't. No, can't see my baby. No, I gotta protect her. Like this, y'all, right? For me, girl, calm down, right? Your dad is a different personality than mine. Girl, he done did time in prison. That man don't got the patience like that. I told your ass to go sign up for the school. You don't want to do that. You want to give him a chance. Cool. Not going to get in the way of that. But when he told your ass to hit the brakes, you should have hit the brakes. Now, could he have been a little bit more patient? Yes, he could. But based on his lifestyle.
Guys, take notes. This is why it's important to vet your female and don't just go shooting up the club. Understand, right? That they're just that dumb. Don't put it past no female, bro. Don't put it past no female. Don't, because I know us men, we think to ourselves, yo, shorty, she opened her legs up. You know what I mean? So she gave us the access. Now it's on you, bro. So if you shoot the club up, bro, either you thinking, I want to keep her that bad, I need love that bad, or I want her that bad, or you're not thinking nothing at all. But in any event, that's your turn. That's your turn. Her busting it open and not telling you to put the condom on is red flag, bro.
Yeah.
So if she gonna bust it open for you and not tell you to put the condom on, then how many other people is she busting it open for, bro?
Yes, I think like that. I think like that with men's.
You gotta be really real with it, guys. Like, you gotta be doing tests and shit. Sometimes you gotta go with a chick and you gotta fake like you gonna throw it in there. And if she don't say nothing, then you gotta be like, oh, I almost forgot. And that lets you know. But y'all dudes y'all let y'all lust and y'all desires and y'all need for coochie. And it's sad. You guys got a whole phase, man. All my young men that watch me, whole phase, get it out your system, man, so it won't control you. You know what I mean? So it won't control you. And detach from your mother, bro. Detach from your mother.
The man ain't on that. I already know him. He smoked weed. You ain't got too many chances with him. I'm pretty sure when he told her ass a couple times, hit the brakes, she didn't. He stood out, did the curb shit. All right, I'll take your ass back on home. And I'm pretty sure when he brought her back home, he rolled him up a fat one on the way leaving and calmed his nerves, right? He let her down. Ooh, big time. Oh my God. So y'all should never be around her ever because she was crying. Oh, and she was hurt.
It's crazy because this is a rare breed right here. Like I said, there's only 3 out of 10 women in our society that will let that situation play out the way Love Dosey played it out right there, and not sit there and feed into the negativity. Because the daughter came back in the house crying because she didn't get to learn, because her style of driving and the father's style of patience didn't match. That's all. That don't make the fucking father a bad human being, and that should not cut the fucking father off from motherfucking seeing his child, because that one connection ain't go well. They didn't see eye to eye. That's the thing. A lot of these baby mothers, single mothers, they're single because they want to control shit that they have no control over. Like, you gotta control what you want to control. And it all stems to how they're taught. You know, a lot of these mothers, a lot of these women were raised by dominant moms.
Oh yeah.
By dominant moms who and a simp father. You know what I mean? The moms dominated the father, so she saw the moms dominating the father, so now she thinks she could dominate you. You know what I mean? And then when you come from a household where your moms didn't have a man, a masculine energy around you, so you just now absorbing this feminine energy all the time, you get used to absorbing feminine energy. So now you go outside looking for the girl that's dominant.
You're right.
And now you meet Lilith. And it's sad because we all know how Lilith did to Adam. Lilith don't give Adam no room to grow into Abraham, Elijah, none of the other alphas in the joint. Lilith don't give him a chance to do none of that. She dominated him, and then when it was his turn, she ran off.
You're right.
She was. Like, she has not went back driving with him since then, right? And I need y'all to keep up, right? She ain't been back driving. She has a strong opinion that he was so wrong for how he handled her, right? All I did as the mama, I'm going to help you manage what you're feeling about what happened. I don't get involved. I ain't call him or what had happened or why you got my baby. I ain't do none of that. That's between them. See, I know how to stay in my place, right?
Oh, yeah.
I know that my job as a mother is to just be a mother, not tell a dad how to be a dad. And she was crying. She was hurt. If I brought on this live,
they don't want to just be the moms. They don't want just they task. They want to be this father too. They want to be the mom, dad. That's the new shit, right? Mom, dad.
You're right.
And that shit losing though. How that shit been working out for them?
Downhill. And I said one thing about her. She has humbleness. I don't know if her and her baby daddy is together. I never heard of her because, you know, I don't be on social media and stuff. But let's say they are together. She humbles herself down to him.
Yeah. She a little spill on love. Love, you know what I mean? She had a history just like us. Just like I said, all of the real ones ain't gonna be this whole peaches and cream, roses and cream story. We're gonna all have some scars and bruises on us, but when we make it out, what we present to the world gonna be everything. And she's just like one of us, but you know what I mean? She's changed the laws of her mind.
She used what she went through to make herself better. She knows how to humble herself down, because another person would have took what the hell the daughter crying and went off on his ass and was exactly what the hell she just said. So she learned from what the hell she went through.
That's a fact.
Right now, she'll tell y'all current day how she's still hurt behind it. That's their stuff to sort out. I'm gonna teach her how to manage her emotions. So I calmed her down, helped her dry tears, explained to her he is a different personality. Same reason why I know me. This is why I ain't teach your ass to drive. Because you won't be in my Corvette or now one of my other cars scraping or getting close to the curb. Your ass gonna go where they got cars for that, where the stickers on there say student driver. Now, do you want? Yeah, I calmed her down. I talked to her. We good. She still got her feelings. Don't want to go driving with him no more. But he ain't finna lose access to his kid. Now, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna teach y'all how to be grown, right? So now she still ain't signed up for the driving school, right? She asked my fiance, right? Whole different personality. Ain't never did no prison time. Grown ass man, like my baby daddy, like, you know, in his own type of personality. He has more patience, different type of personality. Doesn't mean he's a better father figure for my daughter. He's just a different personality. So every day when she get out of school, he lets her drive. They go driving together. It's usually every day or every other day. He pick her up. This they thing, right? This they little bonding moment, and they drive. Now, sometimes I'll be on the phone with them, right? So sometimes I'll be on the phone with him and I hear, whoa, wait, hold on, stop, Naya, hey. And then you will hear them like talking. Sometimes I hang up, sometimes I stay on the phone. Now, when they finish, I'm on the phone, anxiety. Like, wait, babe, what's going on? Why are you hollering? Oh, she almost, you know how you overturn? He explained to me. She overturned about to go up in somebody's driveway.
Yeah, this how my,
it sounds like they're dying.
Yeah, this is
like,
funny because my oldest daughter, Nera, yo, she fucking drive like that, yo. She fucking drive. She kills me, yo, because she gets so close on the fucking blind side. Like, never played this side, Nera, but it's so funny though, because I would be the dude on the latter part because I got mad patience. That's one of my strongest points. So, you know what I mean? I can understand why, you know what I mean? But it's just, again, it speaks to these women are engaging with dudes and they not even learning the dude. They don't even know who the fuck they sleeping with. They don't even know who they busted open for.
A lot of these females just have one night stands to just be fucking with the dude, so they don't even know who the hell they're with. So that's why they be so on guard, but they have they self to blame because why would you let a nigga go up in you raw and you don't know who the fuck he is?
Fact.
So, you know, I was just about to say that, but you already done said it. Like, that's the truth. That's why they be so on guard. Then they get mad he moved on because some females don't be, I know a lot of females that do try to get pregnant, but some females be getting a baby to keep the man around. My sister tried that tactic and it ain't work. Like, a lot of females do that. Ain't no kid gonna keep no man around unless he want to stay.
Shit, I about to say, I think that ended in 2009. From 2010 and up, they ain't even need to do they ain't do it to keep the nigga. They don't give a fuck if the nigga leave or not. They need the baby so that they could get the bag.
That's a meal ticket.
Right, they get the baby, they get that title. Remember, girl, that single mother title, that shit.
Oh yeah, that's gold.
That shit pay a lot, and that's why them bitches running around here don't protecting it. They protect. You say, son, you throw a rock at the baby mother title. Single baby mother, single hell of a mother. They get, man, they was.
I hate when people say the single baby mother. You know that's a single mama. I told you that's a pet peeve of mine. People don't even know what the hell that means.
Oh, word. Can you please break that down, yo? I love your spill on that.
A lot of people always use the word single mother and be like, oh, she's a single mother. People don't look too deep into it. A single mother is not someone that a single mother does not define your relationship status. That's not a single mother. A single mother is not someone that does not have the dad in the kid's life. If the dad is helping you financial, or let's say he's not. If your parents is helping you with that kid, your family, you're not a single mother. A single mother is plural. A single means that you don't have nobody to help you with that fucking kid. It's just you and that kid 24/7. That's a single mother. A single mother is not defined on a relationship status, and it's not defined of the dad is staying with you or not. A single mother is somebody that does not have no help at all with the kid. It's just them and that kid. All the kid knows is the damn mom. That's a single mom. That's why I hate when people use that and say that. It pisses me the hell off because a lot of women use it as a crutch. I don't have no help with my kid. I'm with my child 24/7. She don't know nobody but me. And I never use it as a crutch. But when bitches say that single mother shit, it irks my spirit because you're not a single mother because you have a village helping you. So how can you be a single mama? You just want sympathy and empathy. And you want people to feel sorry for your ass. I hate when people use that, but that's what a single mother is.
Yep. And that's you hit it on the head right there. That's exactly what they want. They want that victim. They want that title so that they could run with the "I'm a victim."
Oh yeah, he
and
left me
it's
with
sad.
a kid.
Nobody's a victim. Nobody's a victim.
You're
I'm
right.
not a victim. You're not a victim.
You're right.
Guys, nobody that watch my channel is a victim, bro.
You're right.
We all can agree that we caused everything that happened to us, right? Either we did it, we didn't do nothing to stop it, or we let it continue. Us.
It's
You
about
don't blame
taking ownership for
nobody
your
over
actions.
here. Right. We take accountability for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we're not perfect. So if we did something that was a mistake, that was some fuck shit, all right, we're going to tear it down, get to the instructions, and rebuild something new. But we is in no way, shape, or form going to watch me. You can log the fuck out right now, bro. Because I tell you all the time, you can educate your way out of any situation, guys.
You can.
You got to put the work in, though. Because when you educate yourself, you're going to see, all right, you're going to learn the tools and the steps you take to use the tools. You know what I mean? Or to acquire the tools that you're going to need. You know what I mean? That's where education, that people stop learning after school. And that's where the know-it-all shit creep in. And I can't stand the know-it-all, bro.
Me too. Because if you can't learn nothing else, you're a dumbass and you're a waste of space. Everybody else can learn something that broadens you and helps you get wisdom. And everything you go through in life is a learning experience. So don't ever beat yourself over the head over it. You use that to make you better. So, like, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot much sense. Everybody want to skip. They want to skip the struggle. They want to claim like they struggle, but they want to really skip the struggle. Nobody's a victim, yo. We all caused every fucking thing that happened to us. Everything we living through right now, we caused it because we thought we were slick, and we ain't slicker than a can of oil. That's all. We not slicker than the can of oil. Nobody's slicker than God. That motherfucker walk on water. That nigga walk on water, bro. Ain't nobody getting over on him. And that's the problem. Everybody built their shit the way they wanted to build their shit without reading the instructions on how to build some shit. And now the shit looking all crazy. You got rubber bands hanging. Niggas got band-aids over here. Got holes leaking. And they just are covering the shit on social media fronting, though. Like they living their best life.
Okay, everything
whole time,
perfect.
their whole life is falling the fuck apart. And they will not stop. Kill that ego. Kill that whole ego. Because that's all it is. We got to remove that ego, the old version of us. It's the old version of us that everybody want to cling on to. And that's the version that's attached to our mom status.
You're right.
The shit our moms programmed us with. The shit that we was programmed with through the movies and shit. That's the shit we got to get rid of. Once we get rid of that, we see life different. We see the whole football field different.
You're right.
Then we ready to quarterback. That's crazy, though.
You hit the nail on the head.
A car wreck guy, he hollering, you can hear her in the background, and then when it settles, they laugh, right? But he's two different type of men. Baby daddy, her biological daddy, he's a different type of man. This man is a working man. He go to work every day and work a physical labor job. He done did roofing and, putting solar panels on. The man don't got time to be doing all that. Patience is a different level. Don't make him wrong. He's not a bad dude, not a bad dad, but he's completely different from my fiance. So the funny part is, I be hearing my fiance scream and yell. She about to go up in somebody's yard and shit. But every time they get to the house, he will say to me, babe, she did good today. Now, in my mind, I'm sitting here like, how the fuck she did good? And I heard you yell for your life at least 3 times before y'all pulled. Nigga, I heard you scream for God at least 3-4 times before y'all got home. His patience and his approach is different. So guess what? I use this as a learning experience for my daughter. You have 2 different male role models in your life. Both of them are equally valuable, but they 2 different type of men. Some men you can get away with a little bit more, and some you can't. It don't make them wrong. The idea.
A lot of women nowadays, they don't understand that dynamic. Whoever giving them the most, then they'll teach the child to praise that one and fuck their dad. Or if the stepdad ain't making it and the dad doing it, then it's praise the dad and fuck the stepdad. So nowadays, women don't have the frequency to be able to understand how to really finesse a whole situation. They always try to get slick and end up looking like a whole asshole.
You know
what I mean? Whereas you see how she broke it down right there. She used that shit as a learning tool to teach the child, not to convince the child or manipulate the child so that you could get more for the child. Yo, a lot of these hell of a mothers don't understand how much they really take from their children, yo. Because it be a lot of people wanting to do for these kids, but will not because the mother is stupid, yo.
You're right.
That's a fact, Tom Smith. You have to set the tone and you have to be the quarterback, bro. Point blank and period. The last time we let the bitch quarterback, she ate an apple and we ended up here.
You're right. That's why we go through childbirth to this day.
We
that
cannot,
badass pain.
Facts, guys. Let's keep it real. The last time we let her rock, the last time we listened to her, we played this, oh yeah, we're equal shit. The last time we played this, we're equal shit, she got by another chick. You know what I mean? So we can't.
It's for you to understand these two different personalities and use them accordingly. Your biological dad will be valuable in a lot of ways, and your stepdad will be valuable in a lot of other ways. You got to understand, period, these niggas is valuable. Even when they make you upset, even when you're overwhelmed with emotion. This some y'all hoes could never.
Nope. Nope.
Could never.
Nope.
You know, because y'all looking for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I mean by people are allowed to be inconsistent. They're allowed to be them. They're allowed to make mistakes. They're allowed to fuck up. They're allowed to say they're going to do something and then for whatever reason don't. Her dad told her, I'm going to be the one to teach you how to drive. Because she called him on some, my mama won't want to teach you how to drive. I want you to teach me how to drive. And he gave her his word. First driving session, 8 minutes in, niggas not teaching her how to drive anymore. So he lied. Whatever you want to call it. That doesn't mean a person is not valuable or now they no longer deserve to be around their kid. Some of y'all, you're absolutely nuts. That's the only way to explain it. That's the only explanation. You're nuts. You're batshit crazy, bitch. You are. All this, I gotta protect my kids. If nobody's trying to rape, rob, pillage, drug, abuse, you're not protecting them from anything but valuable life lessons. If anything, you're the abuser.
Right.
You're right.
Bingo. 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 And with that said, guys, that was a hell of a warm-up right there. We ran that one for an hour right there, but that was so important. There was some keys in there, guys. I know if for my ladies, if y'all still with me, stay with me. But guys, a lot of us, right? A lot of us run around here and you know what I mean? I don't want to use, bitter, because bitter means y'all been done wrong. And a lot of guys have been done wrong, you know what I mean? And guys, do know that it's a reason why our pop's not in our life, you know what I mean? Whether they didn't want us or, you know what I mean? They just didn't want to be manipulated, you know what I mean? In any event, I always felt that as a man, like, we are owed an apology, you know what I mean, from our dad. Like, really, like, our dad kind of dipped on us. Like, we can get at these women all day, but
yeah,
not only did our dad dip on us, because I have dipped, but it's important to get back, though. You got to check back. It's important to check back, you know what I mean? I know sometimes you don't have the chance. So you got to play how your hand is dealt, guys. Keep in mind, I don't put nobody in a box. There's no one size fit all with me. It's no one size fit all with me, right? But you have to try to check back sometimes, guys. Because if you allow her to create the narrative and run with the narrative, then you fuck and you screw. You know what I mean? But if you get a chance to get back and nag a little, I ain't saying get yourself locked up. I ain't saying go to jail, because they will do it. They know your kryptonite is you loving your kid. So at some point, you got to know when to be like, you know what, fuck it. It ain't worth it. Fuck it. Keep them. You know what I mean? And move on. But guys, we are owed an apology because nobody taught us even how to do that. You see what's sad about it is, who taught us how to fuck up another female? Who taught us how to get another female pregnant? and not to want to take care of our responsibilities. You know what I mean? If we didn't have a dad, that be the part that people be failing to realize. If I'm telling you I didn't have a dad, and my mom's is yelling, I raised a great son, and I'm telling you, you didn't teach me, Ma, how to deal with women.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So that it's a big ass disconnect. Now, Ma, you taught me how to be a good citizen. You taught me how to do girl tasks. You taught me how to get led by a female. But you ain't teach me how to lead no female, and you ain't getting no credit for that. So I'm gonna need you to sit all the way the fuck down for that. Like,
you're right.
These conversations I have with my moms, though. But I tell guys, you gotta have this conversation with your moms at some point, so you could clear out that feeling of hurt that your dad did you wrong. You know what I mean?
Can I say something for the parents? Because some parents don't be wanting to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Always.
Okay. So to the parents that I don't know how everybody parents is, but I know some parents don't want to talk about it. And I didn't talk to other people that their parents like avoided the issue and made them seem like there was a problem, and basically like they don't have a parent book. If your parent doesn't want to talk about it and don't want to even acknowledge what the hell you went through and act like it was bullshit and you caused it, tell them you love them, you wish them the best, and just leave it alone as a whole, because they'll continue to damage you as the older you get. If that makes sense, because that's what I had to do.
That's a fact, and that's what I mean, guys. You gotta heal, let go. So for all of you guys looking that need an apology from your dad, you know what I mean? I was recently on a platform, and you was on this show. You was on this show too. You know what I mean? I was in the chat, and a guy came on, and he said something, and it really touched me, yo. It really, like, for those of you that needed an apology, y'all,
these motherfuckers ain't shit, man. What's up, Dave?
What's going on, gentlemen?
How you doing?
I'm doing quite well. I was sitting here and I was listening, and first of all, I'm 49, and I was sitting here listening, and I'm gonna say this. I apologize as a black male. I apologize for us not guiding y'all, the next generation. You know, my nephews and those and I'm not going to say my sons, because I was a single father and I raised them very well. But my nephews and things like that of my generation, we did not teach y'all the things that our grandparents taught us. Right. My grandmother was born in 1907. So I grew up in the country with sharecropper, down home type of living. We had chickens, cows. We lived literally off the land. So we learned a set of rules and regulations that we just did, things that we didn't do. Our family was what was important. Our name was what was important. If you went to Sister So-and-so's house, she knew your family. For some reason, I don't know when it happened, we stopped teaching the importance of family. When my grandmother died, I saw how everything split. We stopped having the weekends. We stopped doing all those things that we did around Big Mom. And unfortunately, we got taken over by the next generation. And us as men, we didn't stand up and say, hey, XYZ is wrong. So I'm going to tell y'all, I apologize for my generation not doing those things. And I will also say we didn't know. We were selfish. We were selfish as hell. I'm just going to be, we were selfish. We wanted to get out here in these streets. You know, you got to understand, we were like, my generation was like the first generation. I'm a 72 child. So we were the first real free generation. You know, the other generation, you know, segregation and things like that. We were the first real one to where we could go out and we could say whatever we wanted to say and do whatever we wanted to do. And we didn't teach the same regulations, the same rules that we grew up with.
Yo, guys, that right there was so deep to me because that showed all of the accountability right there. That was a guy, and he ain't have to do that. You know what I mean? But that lets you know guys is accountable. A man, a father, even a deadbeat dad, run off, feel bad about it, and apologize. Will apologize. All right, guys? Even the man will apologize. We have it in our heart to apologize. And he apologized for everybody. That for all of my guys that watch me, all of the Goodbreads in the chat, anybody that feel that they dad ran off on them and they just needed an apology from a man, from a real man, that was it right there, guys. That was it. So now you can go forward, you can move forward and do your thing now. You could get rid of that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we be needing closure on shit. He broke down exactly what your dad would probably tell you, bro. That he was just selfish and he didn't know. He didn't know. Your mom's too. Your mom too. She's gonna tell you she didn't know, bro. She did the best she can. You know what I mean? Like I tell you guys, this is not an attack on your mother. This is just an understanding of her. She's not your God. Your God is your God. You know what I mean? But she is not it. All right. So now let's get on. Let's get it on, guys. Let's get it on. I got another video here. It's disturbing. Let me play it.
What's up, everybody? I'm Lala Anthony, actor, a producer, entrepreneur, but most importantly, I am the mom to this beautiful creation right here.
My name is Cayenne, 14 years old. I play basketball and I go to Christ King High School.
And who's your favorite person on the planet?
My favorite person right here next to me.
I paid him to say that. My wildest dream for you, I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. And I want you to find love and just like live the kind of life that you live. As a mom, to see your kid happy, that's my dream for you.
A future made by me looks like everybody living well and not struggling so much in this world. What does a future made by you look like?
All right, guys. So I showed you guys that clip because that's a clip of Lala and her son. And right now, this is what the majority, 71 to 80% of women, they having these kids and they making these kids worship them. They have these kids, they don't have them to start a family with you. You know what I mean? You shoot the club up, you like, shit, she look good, fat ass, worst come to worst, she just be my baby mom. Whole time, she ain't thinking about you being her baby father though, bro. She ain't thinking about you being her baby father though, bro. She got some shit going on at her mom's crib, bro. You know what I mean? And she know that if she had this baby, she can get her own crib, bro. She ain't got to take the bullshit from her hell of a mother. You know what I mean? Even though her mom is on social media capping about how much she do and how good of a parent she is. But her daughter, she just busting it open for niggas so she can get a baby. So that she can leave everybody alone. The mother, the baby father, and just go take the baby and hug on the baby,
You got
kiss on the
condoms?
baby, and
Nah, I
do
ain't got
that
no
shit.
condoms.
That
You know
we
what
just
you
saw
doing?
in the
Yeah,
clip.
no, them done.
You gonna pull out?
Yes.
I just
I mean,
came back
guys,
from the clinic and I found out I was.
It's crazy. It's sad. This is sad behavior, guys. It's sad behavior. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, let me play another clip for you guys. This is the first style. We're gonna go into the parenting styles, 5 parenting styles, and how they put that. They literally put that sprinkle on you. Those of you in the chat, while you rocking out with me in the chat, if you see a parenting style that you went through, throw it in the chats and we'll pull it up and we'll discuss it. We'll talk about it. We'll chop it up. You know what I mean? Word. I'm not sure. Don't get me lying, but I hope not. Because if so, she turning them into one of them things. You know what I mean? I hope not. If so, she turning them into one of them things. You know what I mean? All right, where we at? I guess it'll be back. She just went to go do something. Don't go missing her already, guys. And then come on now, make me feel bad. Like, where the hell am I?
Number 1, the pleaser. Were you often described as a good kid when you were little? Do you feel anxious and upset when the people around you are angry with you? Do you hate conflict? If you gave 3 positive answers, you're most probably a pleaser. Pleasers usually grow up with either extremely overprotective or very critical parents. This kind of unhealthy environment makes them want to do everything they can to make their parents happy. But while everybody else is content, the pleasers themselves only get more and more anxious since they don't receive even half of the comfort they give to their parents. As a result, grown-up pleasers have difficulty saying no, establishing clear personal boundaries, and expressing their true feelings. In romantic relationships, they give their all to their partners, once again, doing everything they possibly can to make them happy. So when their partner wants to spend some quality time alone or with friends, pleasers get extremely depressed and anxious, thinking they're not enough. This can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts that pleasers simply can't handle. They find it really difficult to vocalize and address the problem, so they almost never express it. They just apologize right away so the argument can be over. The main thing pleasers have to work on if they want to have a healthy relationship is expressing their feelings freely and embracing their imperfections. Stop setting unrealistic expectations for yourself. There are always 2 people in a relationship, and your feelings and opinions deserve to be heard as well.
All right. Now that was the pleaser. Now we know those are gonna be those lazy ass parents, them lazy ones, but they insertive. They insertive in your life, but they lazy to themselves. Those are those hell of a mothers. The ones that's busybodies. Yeah, they'll be at the school, they'll volunteer. They ain't trying to work though. They ain't trying to work. Know what I mean? But they want to blend in with society like they're doing something. The ones that they like to get extra busy and not accomplish nothing really, those are gonna be those. Those are gonna be those hell of a mothers. And that's how they raise. They raise the pleasers. They raise the real big simps. What's your spill on it?
I'm kind of like that. I don't know if you notice I say sorry a lot. That's me. When I sit, I'm like, bro, that's my whole life story. That's me. A lot of people like, why you say sorry so much? Because I had to say sorry growing up my whole damn life. I could never have a feeling it was either, it was always me. So I'd be like, I'm sorry. I do it to this day. I got to break out of it. But I grew up like that. I know a lot of men's like that. And it's sad because they be trying to please females so mad, they'll just get walked over like a damn doormat. The female will throw their ass in the wash and just walk over them again. But I got raised like that, and I say that I let a lot of people step over. I let a lot of dudes do me dirty as an adult because I always felt I was wrong, and I never want to. I always want to just end the problem. That's why I'm so vocal now.
Yep. See, yeah, and that's sad. That's sad when you get a parent like that right there. You always end up kissing ass now. You end up kissing.
Right.
Now you be the ass kisser for the little pat on the head. That's the simps that do things just to get the pat on the head. You know what I mean? They jump in the girl inbox just to get the hello. They cool with the hello. Right. Zella, the doormat. They create the doormat. And oddly enough, guys, if you peep, I don't know if you peeped the picture, but that was the parent. That actual parent is low-hanging fruit. The lowest of hanging fruit is going to produce the simps. because these women are going to be so unattractive that they're only going to have their little son. These are the women that really turn their kids into the son husbands, for real, for real.
You're right.
Because they know they're not able to attract another dude of any kind of quality. The fact that they have the kid is a fucking amazing to me. But we know that 80% of niggas are sleep with a roach if she got a fat ass.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Don't
you know
forget a fat cat.
But word, yeah, that woman right there gonna be low-hanging fruit, and she gonna shield low-hanging fruit in the scent. You know what I mean? Let's see what's next. I really did my research on this one. I know I hit A5. Y'all let me know which one is y'all.
Number 3, the vacillator. The main problem of a vacillator's childhood that strongly affects their adult love life is their unpredictable parents. This type of person realizes from a very young age that they're not at the top of their parents' list of priorities. And what can possibly be more damaging to a child? Vacillators are used to waiting for their parents to show them love, support, and affection, but when their mom and dad finally do that, the vacillators have become too angry to receive it. This childhood environment creates a deep fear of abandonment and hypersensitivity to any signs of connection that highly influence vacillators' romantic relationship. They strive to find the stable love they never received in their childhood and make one crucial mistake while doing it. They idealize their partner. Every time a vacillator falls in love, they jump into the relationship right away, thinking they found their perfect soulmate. But true love can't always be perfect. And when they realize that their relationship is far from flawless, vacillators become disappointed and doubtful. This leads to immature and unreasonable fights and usually ends with separation. So here's a little message to all the vacillators out there. Take time to actually know another person, and don't paint a perfect picture of them right away. Relationships are hard, and it takes time and effort to make them work. But if you manage to get through tough and turbulent times, you'll get the stable and beautiful love you've always wanted.
Yeah, these are going to be
No.
These are going to be the girls that's raised by the fans only chicks. These are going to be the little daughters running around here, and these are going to be simps. These are going to be simp raisers. You know what I mean?
Can I say something about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have that too.
Damn, they fucked you all the way up, girl. Your mama
fucked
mixed
me up
up
bad.
everything. Mama and dad mixed everything. They threw everything in the pot and said,
they just mixed that shit up and like, here you go, bitch. We gonna set you up for destruction.
They set you up for failure, sis. They set you up for failure, for real, for real.
I'm just with that video. I forgot what the name was because I was giving my baby some snacks.
Vacillator.
That's what I am too. I never had love growing up, so I didn't have that in the household. So I always went looking for that with men. So I'm not embarrassed to say this. I would think if I gave a man sex, he was gonna love me. Hell no. The fuck, he still dogged me out. Like, I was jumping to it and be like, oh, that's my man. Like, I love him. That, I did that with my husband, and that's where it went wrong at, because I'm like, he wanted to marry me, but I was a breadwinner, so why wouldn't you want to marry me? Right. But my dumb behind did that with so many men, like, because I felt like they wanted me, but they really just wanted, my ass. So like, that's why I say I keep my damn legs closed. I'm going celibate for almost a damn year. But I say that's me too. I always would want love from other men. So I will always give them, I'll go in head first. Like, that's why I had sex. Like, when I had sex with men, I'm already in love. Like, and I'm working on, like, I don't even know if I'm pretty sure you heard that before. Like, the female just get whipped with a dick trash, whatever. They just be like, oh, I love you, my man. Like,
Yeah. They be looking for that masculinity. You got to remember, a lot of these women, the women we talking about today, the hell of a mothers and who raising these hell of a daughters, there's no man in the picture. So it's no masculinity in the picture. So these women are actually out there busting it open and looking for that masculinity. They're just not understanding how to vet the right guy. So they're attracting the Pookies and the Ray Rays because those are the guys that's either fucking money up, you know what I mean? This is why government saying Zaddy addict all of the chicks to the Pookies and Ray Rays. Not because they're the bad boys, because we all know Pookie and Ray Ray is not a bad boy. They just dusty niggas that fuck bread up.
You're
and
right.
The women, they're addicted to these dudes because they look at them and they say, oh, these niggas is out there balling. They buying 4 and 5 different pairs kicks. They're buying cars. So since they doing that, since they got money for that, they can spend the money on me. Therefore, they gravitate to those type of dudes because those dudes are simps. Those dudes are programmed to watching TV, and they see on TV, they see Offset look like this. He got on designer, and he got Cardi B. So then I gotta have this in order to get a Lilith.
You right?
You know what I mean, then when you mix in these fake ass dating coaches who don't got bitches, never had bitches, and buy bitches, telling them you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. They're fucking them. They fucking up the guys' heads for real. You know what I mean? So it's all crazy, and it's just an attack. It's an attack on the brain. But that definitely was crazy. That was the parents that just they're too busy for you.
Can I throw something in there before you go to the next one? That's why a lot of females are hoes, and a lot of, now I'm not saying everyone, but 9 times out of 10, that's why a lot of females are hoes, and people never understand why they be hoes like that. Because like my mom never taught me what sex was, so I lost my virginity at 11. I wasn't fucking because I lost my virginity to a grown ass man, but I didn't have sex after that till I was like 15 one time. But a lot of people like don't understand why a lot of females be hoes, because they don't get that love in the household. So they're going out there looking for it with men's. Men's go through that phase too. But you know, I'm a female, so I'm talking about the females. Right. But yeah, that's why it's a lot of female hoes out there looking for the love in men. So if you ever see somebody doing that shit, like try to listen to what the hell they gotta say for judging them. Because I went through that phase my own self. I just want to be married.
Yo, I tell you, man, listen, as long as you keep living in your truth, and that's what I say. People so scared to do what you do. People nowadays, they want to hold on to this fake perfect way of life, this fake perfection. They so scared of criticism. The cost of winning, guys. I'm gonna keep it all the way buck with you, yo. This is Patreon type shit. The cost of winning is criticism, yo.
You're right.
Take the criticism. Take the criticism. If you're getting criticized, you're doing something right.
You're right. Now, if they ain't talking, you ain't doing something right. You're right. I'm an open book, so I really don't care. Like, my mama talk about me to this day. She said, like, you a hoe, this, that, a third. You ain't doing shit,
the mamas ain't shit, yo. These mothers ain't shit.
Still talk about me, and I take care of mine. Mine got hella clothes, and I make sure I get up out of my sleep to change that damn diaper. So, like, but I still get talked about by my parents. So I'm used to getting talked about, so I'm ready for the judgment. But it'll help somebody else out. I want to help somebody else not go down the same path that I went through, looking for love in men, because you're not gonna find it until you heal mentally and emotionally. And I finally have done that recently, but that's from taking myself off the market and actually forgiving my parents. With that video, I actually forgave my parents, like, and it's been years, believe it or not. I cried because I'm like, I never got an apology, and I know I'm not gonna get one, but him doing that
was deep, yo, right? That shit was deep that day, yo.
That was like a damn church ceremony.
Yo, that shit, yo, that day that shit was lit, yo. That shit was lit that night, and for him to do that was so real, and it's an attest to how man, we designed for it tough, man. Guys, remember, guys, y'all designed for it tough, man. Y'all the prize. You know what I mean? Work on yourself. Heal, guys. Heal. Not all women are the same. Don't be putting ain't no one size fit all with the women, guys. You know what I mean? It's just, you make yourself great and you see the game all the way over. You see the game change, yo. What's next?
Number 4, the controller. For pretty much every controller you meet, their childhood is rather painful to remember. They were brought up in chaotic homes with parents who not only never offered them any protection, but were also the main source of their stress. This unfortunate experience teaches controllers to toughen up and take care of themselves and their future. It seems like a great lesson to learn, but in the controller's case, it's way more unhealthy than it seems. Controllers view the world from two perspectives. They're either in control themselves or they're being controlled by others. They don't like stepping out of their comfort zone or expressing their emotions and vulnerability. The only feeling that isn't weak is anger. So they prefer to use it as a weapon to remain in power. That's why controllers prefer to fiercely fight back in most of the arguments they have with their partners. They tend to avoid compromises and strongly disagree with their partner for as long as it takes to make them give in and agree. Even though this type sounds harsh, these people are actually some of the most sensitive you can meet. Controllers just don't want to put themselves in a position where they can get hurt. Therefore, they use power and control as a shield against disappointment, sadness, and pain. To build a loving and strong relationship, they need to learn how to let go and trust others to be vulnerable around them. If you're a controller, don't immediately jump to an angry response. Being honest with your partner about how you feel won't make you lose control. It'll help you lay the foundation for an amazing support system you never knew you needed.
Boom. And that's the controller right there. That's normally going to be those children of the parents that got an education. And they, in the process of them getting the education, they chose career over actually showing, over family. So the fact that they chose career over family, then decided to have family when they had a family, they lacked some experience on family. So they can only teach their kid how to go get it. And in that sense, the kids only learn how to control the narrative. You know what I mean? So that's where you get the victims that want to argue with you back and forth. And they think they're smart, and you know what I mean?
You don't know shit.
Right, like, yo, all right, it's not about smarts. You can keep your little IQ, because I am emotionally intelligent. You know what I mean? And that's what the people with the IQ don't understand. Like, you could be government Satan Zaddy smart, but if you're not emotionally intelligent, that's how government Zaddy come back and get you on the back end of that. Because, yeah, you may have IQ, but government Satan Zaddy make his money off your emotions, off the fact that you think because you have IQ and you subscribe to a title, whether that be a bachelor's or master's or whatever the fuck that is. Now this is where we go back to the title and how they give privileges to people that really, really cling to these titles.
You're right.
You know what I mean? And that shit don't mean nothing. Like that shit don't mean nothing in real life. You know what I mean?
Just a label. Can I give an example on that with that thing? Well, I don't even know what they were just called. The third one.
All right.
Okay. I can't do it with me. I tell you, I used to be like something else, but I broke out of the tit for tat like I had to grow up myself. But I say my ex was like that. He told me he didn't want to get hurt, so that's why he didn't go in all the way with me. And he came from this. He was exactly what the fuck the definition just explained. Like he had to control him.
Right.
And he would go back and forth. Even if he knew he was lying through his teeth, he would still go back and forth. And we'll go over and we'd be cool. And I'm like, bro, like, just let's let it go. Let's move forward. He'll still bring it up because he felt like he was right. Like, I know a lot of dudes that come from that, and that's because they damn mom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, that's where we at. What we got? What we got? All right, we got two more.
Number 2, the avoider.
No, I think we did. No.
Imagine living in a family where the parents encourage independence and teach you to take care of yourself from a very early age. Seems like a fine idea, right? Not always. This is exactly the type of family that the next love style comes from. The avoider.
Right here.
Avoiders' parents focused way more on making their kids self-sufficient than showing them love and affection. Just like pleasers, the avoiders rarely received any type of comfort from their parents and never talked to them about their own personal concerns, insecurities, and issues. This experience taught them to suppress their feelings, which slowly found its way into their adult life. Avoiders are highly logical. They enjoy their space and almost never get emotional. Even more so, they feel really uncomfortable when someone else shows strong emotions. That's why the main problem in their relationships is the absence of emotional connection, as they find it hard to really bond with their partner, preferring to avoid issues instead of talking openly about them. If you're an avoider and you strive for understanding in a committed relationship, you have to learn how to open up and express your emotions first. I know you hate to be vulnerable, but it's an important part of building a strong emotional connection with your partner. Try taking small steps and opening up to your friends and lover a bit more every day. It'll be awkward and hard at first, but after taking some time, you'll have no problem with it.
That's a fact. That was my hell of a mom's parenting style right there. You know what I mean? Real militant. I mean, you sort of wanna give her appreciation, but then it's like you already know on the back end of that, like, you screwed me, man. You screwed me, because now all I do is think about money, how to get money. It's to the point where Miss Goodbread tell me sometimes, like, yo, bro, why do we always gotta work? Like, we could be on vacation and we working. We doing something. Like, because that's how I was programmed. My mom just was always working. I'm gonna knock 3 times, don't answer. I'm gonna ring the phone 3 times, don't answer the door. You know what I mean? And so I knew how to cook, clean. I knew how to do all that very young. I knew how to do all that. Everything except for laundry. She never let us. She never let us touch the washing machine and shit. She never let us touch that shit. She was always scared we was gonna break that shit. But
I'm like the same thing with that. I got that too. I know the last one go here too.
No, you playing, girl.
I know the last one gonna beat me too. It just was the middle one I didn't get.
Yo, Mama loved to try
thing, like
Mama was trying to figure it out. She was trying to figure it out then.
My mama had us young, like my mama had my oldest sister 15. Like my mama was fucking around at 12 with my dad. And they're 6 years old. He's 6 years older than her. So like my mom was more worried about him than us. Like, so like she was like, I didn't know, but that ain't got shit to do with me. My mama young. She's 43. I'm 20, about to be 26 this year. So she young. So she didn't know shit, but it's still no excuse because you didn't have to have us. But my mom was like that. Like as a kid, and I see a counselor for this. I told my counselor, my mom as a kid, she'll be like, y'all room dirty. Y'all need to clean it. This is dirty. Like she'll whoop our ass. Like, and I'm like, you got a whole ass grown man, and you not gonna tell him to clean up? Like I thought about that as an adult. Like stuff had to be cleaned a certain way. I'm the one that cleaned the most, which I'm happy because I'm not dirty as an adult. Right. But we never had no wash and dry. We from the project. I thought we weren't in the project. I told my uncle was like, this is the project. I said, my mama said we not from the project. He said, what the hell you think? He said, this is the project. If it's bullets down the street, it's the project. I said, really? I thought I was in middle class. I thought I was middle class. My mama told me that she thought that was middle class then. My uncle said, no, this is fucking project. But like we didn't have washer and dryer, so we didn't grow up with that luxury. Like it was a regular basic apartment, but I knew how to clean. I knew how to wash on hand. I learned how to sew at 5 years old because we would get our clothes from the thrift store on 25 cents day. So I knew how to cut out the zipper and sew them in there, so for it to be presentable and shit. Like I knew how to wipe off my shoes and shit. I wipe off my dad's shoes, wash his strings. Like if his chains will break, I'll fix his chains. The foil thing that closes the bread or the trash things.
That's lit. That's lit.
I would fix his jewelry and stuff like that. The locks, I used to know how to put them on at 5 years old. Like I'm very crafty. Like I put everything together in my own damn house. Like it's a good thing and it's kind of bad. Because your mind just be running all damn day and it don't rest because how your parents, it's really anxiety as well too.
You don't have your childhood. When you get to our age right now, your mind tend to drift back. This is why we have so many motherfuckers still on social media doing this all day. This is fucking 40-year-old, 30.
You talking about my parents now? Don't speak on it.
Doing this all day, still living, still grasping for that childhood that they moms took. That is the generational curse there, right there. When you got your moms trying to live in your generation because she missed her generation, and the cycle continues. Now the one in the next generation is going to be living in the past generation, and its cycle continues. It's really sad. And I tell these women, it's sad what they doing out here, because it's just a bunch of child support and poverty going on. You got, take me for example, right? Now, if I pay child support, if I pay child support to my son, now, if I pay child support for my son to his mother, then she have another son. When he go out in the real world, that he's gonna end up getting caught up there with child support. So it's like the money that I gave her, she ends up giving to the next family, and then it goes like that. But throughout the whole thing, none of the families are getting rich. None of the families are getting out of poverty, and that's what makes the whole child support agonizing, and it's a whole scheme.
It's a cycle.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, we got the fighting mom.
Number 5, the victim. Chaotic households can create not only controllers, but people of another type, victims. Victims often grow up with abusive, angry, and violent parents and learn to cope with this by being as invisible and quiet as possible. A lot of victim children create their own fantasy and imaginary worlds in their heads to get away from the horror that happens at home. These children can tolerate the intolerable, which rarely ends well for their mental health. Most of the time, such dramatic experiences lead to serious depression and anxiety. In their adult life, victims become very adaptable and prefer to go with the flow. They can be described as introverted, shy, and self-conscious. Of course, all this doesn't help them in their romantic love life at all. They have no idea what life is like without abuse and violence, so they tend to go for domineering, controlling, and even cruel partners. And since they learn to tolerate anything bad that comes their way from a very young age, they find it extremely difficult to stand up for themselves and leave. To find their happy ever after with a good person, victims have to sort out their own personal problems before committing to a relationship. Fall in love with yourself first, and do not accept any negativity or disrespect coming your way. If you're not on your own side, nobody else will be. Leave the pain in the past and start building a joyful future for yourself. So, which
word, guys? And that concludes our 5 parenting styles, guys. So feel free to always come to the video, check back. You know what I mean? Understand how you were raised. Understanding how you were raised, help you go forward, move forward. Because now you know exactly, you could zero in and pinpoint the key things you need to get rid of. You know what I mean? A lot of us running around here with female traits, guys. And then until you come to some reality, realization that you have those, and those are female traits, you're going to continue to display those in situations, and that's going to determine your value. You know what I mean? With women, with job, with everything. You know what I mean? Beta males always going to lose. Beta males always get leftovers in any environment. With women, with the boss at work, if you beta, you gotta wait, bro. Even in the jungle, you see the male lion, the lion with the biggest mane. After the females track down the kill, the male lion eat first, then the females who made the kill, and then the beta males that come on over there. If a beta male creep his ass on over there while that alpha lion is eating, you know what's gonna happen. The alpha lion gonna swipe at him. Because the beta lions gotta wait. And this is why it's so important that you change the laws of your mind and become an alpha male. You know what I mean? I'm talking about an alpha male. I don't want to talk or hear this high value bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
High value mean beta male provider. All right? You can turn yourself into an alpha male, bro. If you change the law of your mind, embrace your lonely. Remember, guys, I tell you, we have 4 lonely seasons. God give us 4 lonely seasons to get us close to him. When you lonely, feeling lonely, all that is an opportunity to get close to your God, bro. But without further ado, we got to end this on up. And I got the end result. I know how it's going to end for all hell of a mothers. I know exactly how it's going to end. So if you a hell of a mother, I want you to pay close attention to what's in your future, all right? It's destined for you. You can't run forever. God gonna catch you.
You're right.
When he catch you, you know what I mean? You gonna feel it. And remember, guys, God got everything on this earth to where he ain't coming back. Everybody could kill us, they self off, doing their own evils. Them 7 deadly sins is there for a reason, guys. Best believe people gonna kill they self off. And that's gonna be that. He ain't never coming back. He gonna see you. He gonna see you though. But this is what's gonna happen.
Hi, this is a message to my mothers. If you got daughters and you got sons and they up in age and they making money, my daughter is spending $300 on mirrors, $400 on chairs, $500-$600 on bundles and stuff. So I asked her, Naya, can you at least start helping something? I'm on a fixed income. I got congestive heart failure. So I'm like, Naya, can you at least help pay a bill or something? Because that's when I was 16 and got a job, my mama gave me the water bill. I was responsible for the water bill. I don't have them to pay nothing. Just $100 would do. $100 would do. But
yeah, every time I watch this,
I did the most unthinkable because I got so upset.
What you did? Because you got upset.
Because I made my baby daddy come get his kids.
Yo, that's what you did? When they got old and you couldn't use them no more?
I took a phone. I paid that phone bill. I paid everything. And all I'm asking you to do is help me. Mothers, fathers, when your children get up in age, let them pay a bill. Because when they get older and they out on their own, these bills come first. They come first.
No, not your bills come first. Your bills, they're your bills, sis.
I made her daddy come get her.
Okay.
And I told him I don't want to make it my house. But I can't live without my babies. I'm going to go pick up my baby. I think I'm going to give it a day. I'm going to try. I'm really going to try. Because I can't let that man I can't give my children to that man. I have raised them their entire life.
Hate now, goddammit. Don't start hating now. You wasn't hating when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck the son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his head. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want look. All you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddamn talking about preaching preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker. Where that money bowl at? Don't have any fire this bitch off now. Where that money bowl at?
Your boyfriend Tyrone just went to prison for the 10th time. Your link card is late in the mail and your OnlyFans payout isn't due for another week. So you do what any strong, independent woman would do and hop on that dating site your friend told you about and look for a rich simp to hold you down. You immediately grab one of your crotch gremlins off the floor and press them in front of the camera for a photo. captioning it, "My kids come first." Then you write about how independent you are and how you need a man that's at least 6'7", ripped, drives a Hellcat and lives in a mansion big enough for all 6 of your kids. Confident that this should work, you aren't surprised when you get a match. He's shorter in person than you expected. But he says he's an aspiring rapper on SoundCloud and his Mustang is in the shop, so he has potential. So you let him come in the house and you both get high on the air mattress before he cracks you, only to knock you up and never call you back, leaving you wondering how your flawless plan could have failed. Well, you see, single mums fail to realize they hold as much value as a 2008 BMW, carrying nothing but a busted body and a jailbird's unwanted offspring. They become nothing but a fleshlight to even the lowest of vagrants, because wifing a single mum is like paying new car prices for a Dodge Journey with 300,000 miles on it. So next time a single mum tries to use you as a babysitter, swipe left.
I'm gonna build it to 2099. 2099. Yeah, I'm passing my Section 8 vouchers to my grandbaby. So we're not gonna hate on her too? I'm just sick of y'all. Yeah, $0. When I retired from work for years, I paid $0. And guess what? Section 8 even helped me pay my goddamn light bill. So who getting off of Section 8, huh? Who don't want Section 8, huh? Only the haters. Cause y'all hoes are hard working and underpaid. Sit there slaving yourself like a dog to take care of other mans. And they got a nerve to be worried about Section 8. Girl, Section 8 is on our side. Huh? What's wrong with y'all? Sick of y'all. Y'all pathetic. I only got something to say.
Gonna get mad at Storm after Carly. He on the phone fussing at his girlfriend. Ain't got $1 in the bank. I said, girl, you ain't gotta let a broke nigga be on the phone telling you what to do. He done got at the car, slammed the door, talking about I can't tell my girlfriend what to do. Not when you broke, nigga. Girl, you ain't gotta listen to no broke nigga telling you what to do. Hey, go ahead and hang up on him. Flat. It ain't even a flip phone. I don't care. Flip it. Flat. Hey, I ain't gotta listen to nothing that you say. I'm the one that's buying you a new shirt. Child, he done got mad at me and talking about, why you gotta say these things? This is why I don't want to talk on the phone around you, because why would you say that to my girlfriend? She does need to listen to me. She ain't gotta listen to no broke nigga. I don't care who, listen, my son or not. You ain't gotta listen to this nigga, ain't even got no money. Please, he asking you for stuff and then want to tell you what to do. I wish you would ask me for something and then you want to tell me what to do. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I don't think a person that's suffering with mental health or being emotionally abusive and then apologizing the next day is someone that needs to be in a relationship right now. And I know you love that person, and I want to say how much I admire the men, because again, there's so many women with BPD today. It's 3 times higher in women than men. And again, I've seen that so many men are very frustrated with women because a lot of women are all acting the same, right? And they're very emotional, they're undisciplined emotionally, and whenever a man puts his foot down with a woman, she calls him abusive, controlling, and narcissistic. But he's like, bro, I wish you could see yourself. I wish you could look at yourself in the mirror and see how you're acting. Gosh, what do I do? How do I wake you up? And I get it. And I want to say, like, after my healing process, like, I admire the men that do that. I know there's men that aren't good men. I know there's women that aren't good women. I know there's great men, and I know there's great women. I know there's men that are trying so hard right now. And that's why so many men are not getting married. They're in relationship and they want the intimacy and love, but they're not getting married because in the long run, they're dealing with so many people, so many women that are having mental health issues. You also deserve peace. You also deserve love. And I would say don't get caught up thinking that this is normal. And that's how life is supposed to look like and be, that you're supposed to take all of that abuse. No.
Love when some women be like, "You're a pick me. You're giving pick me vibes." Y'all forget that men have options too. I mean, there are less of them and more of us. And being called a pick me isn't an insult, because at the end of the day, they do have the option to choose who they want as a partner. I can guarantee you he's not going to choose a toxic woman, someone who is confrontational, she nags, she's not nurturing, she's not feminine. He is going to pick someone else. So why is being picked by a man so bad? I mean, you get picked by your boss. You get picked when you go fill out an application. You get picked when you go apply for a loan. You get picked when you go to college. So at the end of the day, if you are a toxic woman, no man who is in his right state of mind will even consider picking you in the first place.
Single mothers don't know what's best for their kids. Especially black single mothers.
Elaborate.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy my kid $200 pair of shoes and a $300 Burberry shirt to show off like, yeah, I got my kid throughout anything. Do you really got him though?
Damn, they be treating a kid like an accessory just to stand next to them and look good next to them, not teaching them and instilling any real values in the child.
Is that important for her to look cute? This is crazy. Now she at the bus stop. She at the bus stop. And this is what y'all men are chasing. She is at the bus stop. This is crazy, dog. Is that important?
And you weak men that chase women, you gonna chase them right to hell. Yeah, I got a good wife, but there ain't a woman on the planet good enough for me to chase. I don't believe in running behind no woman. I don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm gonna have to keep chasing her to keep her. The moment you start chasing that woman, you're gonna have to keep it up. And once she see you chasing her, she gonna deliberately do things that make you run her down. I chase God. I won't never chase a woman long as I'm black. And as far as I know, God ain't changing my color. I have no respect for no man that chase a woman.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she won't switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
My son, keep my words and treasure up my commandments with you. Keep my commandments and live. Keep my teaching as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and call insight your intimate friend, to keep you from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words. For at the window of my house I have looked out through my lattice, and I have seen among the simple, I have perceived among the youths, a young man lacking sense, passing along the street near her corner, taking the road to her house in the twilight and the evening, at the time of night and darkness. And behold, the woman meets him, dressed as a prostitute, wily of heart. She is loud and wayward, her feet do not stay at home. Now in the street, now in the market, and at every corner she lies in wait. She seizes him and kisses him, and with bold face she says to him, I had to offer sacrifices, and today I have paid my vows. So now I have come out to meet you, to seek you eagerly, and I have found you. I have spread my couch with coverings, colored linens from Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love till morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. For my husband is not at home. He is gone on a long journey. He took a bag of money with him. At full moon he will come home. With much seductive speech, she persuades him. With her smooth talk, she compels him. All at once he follows her, as an ox goes to the slaughter, or as a stag is caught fast till an arrow pierces its liver, as a bird rushes into a snare. He does not know that it will cost him his life. And now, O sons, listen to me, and be attentive to the words of my mouth. Let not your heart turn aside to her ways. Do not stray into her paths, for many a victim has she laid low, and all her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death.
Put your hands together. Listen. Good.